I mentioned in my previous videos that my favorite segment in a variety show ever is Especially for You. And I know you agree with me, you know. And every time I watch the show, I think of so many songs that I can associate or relate to the show. And there are so many. And one very good example is uh, "Don't Forget Me." It was recorded by an American singer, but it was recorded by Sharon in her album entitled "Nothing I Want More." And these are the specific lines that I really, attribute to the show, especially for you. And I hope you have a peaceful life you never had while I was your wife. When we talk about Eau de Cologne, I'm very much familiar with that because I'm a fan of fragrance mist by various brands. And so far as those brands and variants I bought are concerned, I'd like to present to you three of my top favorites. So we have on the third spot, we have Fresh Jade by Victoria's Secret. So this one has driftwood and lime notes. And top two, Victoria's Secret's Flower Trip. This one is very floral. And my top favorite ever, if we talk about fragrance mist, is by Bath and Body Works, and that's Dark Kiss. My favorite ever. And Heart Evangelista also loves this. This is even mentioned in her show. Sharon rose to fame with three movies, with three beautiful soundtracks composed by the great Willie Cruz. And my favorite is Bituing Mo Lang Nini, soundtrack of a movie with the same title. Palutin mo ako, iwagan ang iyong pagmamahal. Limutin ang mapaglarong kinang ng tagumpay. Sa piling mo ngayon ako'y bituing walang ningning. Nakukubli sa liwanag ng ating pag-ibig. A music legend gave Sharon Cuneta her first hits, and I'm referring to the legend Ray Valera. Sharon also recorded his great compositions in one album entitled Sharon Sings Valera under Viva Records. I'd like to, at this point, declare that my favorite Ray Valera composition, which Sharon recorded as a soundtrack for her movie with Richard Gomez, is Kahit Wala Ka Na. Kahit wala ka na, kahit wala ka na, bukas ay maghihintay sa gitna ng pag-iisa. At kung sakali man iibig pang muli, sisikapin kong hindi na muling magkamali. It is undeniable that George Canseco is one of the greatest composers of all time in this world. In fact, a big recording star like Sharon Cuneta compiled many of her hits in one album entitled Si Sharon at Si Canseco. And my favorite song in that album is Paano Ba Ang Mangarap? Di ko na alam, muli pang mag-isa, mula nang makapiling ka. Dahil ako'y umasa na lagi kang kasama, laban sa mundo ay tayo lang dalawa. Paano ba ang mangarap kong bigo at may sugat ang iyong? I had an ex-girlfriend in college who was really a big fan of Trina Magdangal. And every time we have free time, we have quality bonding moment, we'll listen to one of Juliana Magdangal's songs in her album when she was still with Ivory Records. And that song is entitled Count the Stars. And I'd like to sing a few lines for you. We can count the stars in the sky, and if it's all we can do, I really wouldn't mind if I'm counting them with you. Too many of them to count, they say, but if they only knew. If it takes forever, I'll count the stars with you. If it takes forever, I'll count them all with you.